Once upon a time, there was a small village in the middle of a food shortage. Food is pretty scarce, so the villagers are hoarding all their food and keeping it to themselves. One day, a traveler comes through the village. He's been traveling for a long time and is tired and hungry, so he parks his wagon and goes door to door asking for scraps to make his dinner. But no one apparently has any food to give him. Villagers all lie to him and tell them they have not a single bit of food at all. Now, the traveler is a smart guy, and he knows that in the village there is surely enough food to feed everyone very well, so he comes up with a plan. He goes to the river and selects a lovely round stone and brings it back into the village. He grabs his cauldron, fills it with water from the well, and builds a fire, and sets about to make soup, announcing that this is his intention. The hungry villagers are curious, and they watch in utter confusion as they watch him take out the stone and, with a flourish, drops it into the cauldron. He begins to stir the soup, tasting it every now and then and making happy, yummy noises. Finally, the villagers can't contain their curiosity any longer, and they gather in the village center to ask what the heck the traveler is up to. "I'm making stone soup," says the traveler. "You have not quite lived until you've tried stone soup. It is the most delicious thing I have ever eaten, and all you need is a stone, and it would be fit for the mayor of this town." The villagers were skeptical, but they watched as the traveler continued to stir the soup and remark on how well it was coming along. "Plain stone soup is fit for a mayor, but with the addition of a carrot or two, it would surely be fit for a lord," said the traveler. One of the villagers runs to get a couple of carrots from his food stores, and they were cut up and put into the cauldron. After a while, the traveler said, "This stone soup is fit for a lord, but I've heard that adding potatoes would make it fit for a duke." And another villager magically happened to have a potato or two just lying about, and they were added to the soup too. And so it was with 2 chickens, an oxtail, some salt, herbs, and other such things one adds to soup. Even several loaves of bread were produced, since eating stone soup with a slice of bread makes it fit for a king. Finally, the soup was done, and everyone lined up at the cauldron as the traveler filled everyone's bowl, including his own. The entire village was happy and well fed. When the traveler announced that he must be getting on his way, the villagers cried, "Oh, please, you must sell us this magnificent stone so we may make stone soup again." The traveler took the stone out of the bottom of the cauldron and wiped it off. "Oh, I couldn't possibly part with such a wonderful soup stone," he said. But the villagers pleaded with him, and finally he gave in. Then he packed up his wagon and left the village, never to return. But he smiled as he left, for he knew he had taught them a valuable lesson. The villagers made stone soup every night, and everyone had enough to eat through the hard times until things were good again.